Hi everyone. In this video, you will see the answer to one more interview question, which is how does the try except else finally block works in Python? In Python, exceptions are used to handle and manage runtime errors and exceptional situations that may occur during program execution. Basically, we are talking about the errors. Because of the errors, it is possible that the code may break in between. That is why we use try except else finally block, mainly to handle exceptions and to run our code smoothly, and also to get an idea about what's happening inside the code while the code is running, and also to make sure that the output is in the format in which we want it to be. So the try except else finally block, it is a construct in Python that allows you to handle exceptions gracefully. And now we'll see what each part of it means, how those are used. First one is the try block. It is the main part of the code which we are running, and the part in which we are actually thinking that it may throw error. So this is where everything starts. So this try block is used to enclose the code that might raise an exception. In our case, in this example, you can see it's a division by 0. So this try block is where you expect a potential exception to occur. Next is the except block. It comes after the try block. The except block is executed if an exception occurs within the corresponding try block. So whatever try block I had a code that was dividing one number by another. If an error happens within the try block, then the code within the except block will run. Now within the except block, there are multiple possibilities. One is you can try to catch particular error using the except block. Let's say, for example, in the line number 5 in this example code, we caught the 0 division error, and whenever 0 division error particularly happens, the code will print a message saying division by 0. It could also be very generic if you don't know what error is going to come. So instead of catching particular errors, it will just catch any error that could happen. So here also in line number 9, you can see that I have put the generic except error. It's better to put the generic except block in the end after putting all the particular except blocks and trying to catch the specific errors. It is better to be as much specific as you can be while you are displaying your errors. Once you put all the known except blocks, after that, to catch anything apart from these ones, you can put a generic one. Except block can be specific like 0 division error, or it can be generic like catch everything, all kinds of error. In line number 5, we have 0 division error. In line number 9, it catches all other possible errors. You can have multiple except blocks to handle different types of exceptions separately, like I have 2 except blocks here in this sample code. Now let's see what is else block. The else block is optional and it is executed only if no exceptions occurred in the preceding try block. So let's say you have put a piece of code inside the try block which didn't actually fail, nothing failed while running that, then the else block will run. So if else block displays any message, it will mean that the code within the try block ran successfully, it didn't throw any error or exceptions. It is useful because it gives a message to the programmer that the code ran successfully, there was no error. Now finally, the finally block. The finally block is optional and it is executed regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. It is typically used for code that must be executed after whatever we have run. So it could be a cleanup operation or it could be a resource release within try block, whatever we have done. After that, if there is a part of code that we need to run, irrespective of errors happening or not happening, that piece we will put here. Now let's see a full example of these all 4 coming together and handling an exception properly. So in this example, a 0 division error exception is caught in the first except block. If any other exception occurs, it is caught in the second except block. If no exceptions occur, the code inside the else block, which is this would be executed. Finally, the code within the finally block is always executed regardless of exceptions. So that's how you can design a try except else finally block, and you can make sure it doesn't fail or break due to any exceptions. I hope this video helps. If it is helping, you can look at the data scientist interview preparation playlist in my channel. If you like the videos, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next one.